Space age is what I want to represent in 20th century. After the very first Sputnik was sent to the space, we will call that this century is considered a space era. Space Age concert is actually world premiere in 2010. It was called Space Age: A Journey Like Never Before. And in 2013, it's a restage. It's called Space Age: The Phantom Power. Why they have two different subtitles is because in 2010, it's a very fresh idea of bringing people to the space. And after 3 years, we restage Space Age. After 3 years' time, it gives me totally a different aspect that what I want to bring to people, what is Space Age is, and what are humans actually looking forward, which is the power. What power is that? It's actually a phantom power. In Malaysia, went to primary school. Every year end, we need to fill up 3 ambitions. And I remember that from standard 1 to standard 3, my very first ambitions is astronaut. But after standard 4, it seems to not appear in the list anymore. The astronaut dreams disappeared. When I know an instrument called theremin, and it recalled my dream, and I said, oh, theremin is definitely a very suitable instrument to represent this era, which is Space Age. It's because the instrument is absolutely floating on the air. It doesn't have any physical touch at all. So it inspired me to make a full-length work about space. I haven't been to space. My dream is to be an astronaut. But when I was in high school, my dream was to become a music composer. I achieved my dream and I have been doing what I'm doing. And I start to link up with space, outer space, and then I start to think I got the ability to create a space and bring people to the space. So this is how I started. There are 8 movements in this whole piece, and these 8 movements is actually like a journey to the space. The very first movement is 6 million kilometers, and the second movement is absolute zero. Third movement is called space-time. Fourth movement, comet cruise. Fifth movement, spectrum. Sixth movement, black hole. Seventh movement, voyage home. And eighth movement, panorama. The instrumentation that I've used in this piece is a combination of 5 instruments, and these 5 instruments, they're representing their family. Like what I have, string family, I use viola to represent the family. I got flute to represent woodwind instruments, and I have French horn to replace the brass instrument, and I have piano to represent percussion, and also the 5th family, which is electronic. I got theremin and laptop to represent the very latest family, very new family in the orchestra. So this is how the instrumentation is. But of course, in this performance, I also involve multimedia, visual art into this piece. Is because I want to create, not just by hearing or by just looking at how the performers playing the instruments, but also giving some of the experience or what I foresee it happening in the space to the people. Perhaps the visual plus the audio, it gives more richest experience to the audience.